We're back.
That's disgusting.
Yes, it is. Goodbye. we're back. Anyway. Welcome in, Clem. Alright, what are we doing? We're going up. To the sky. How you doing, Clem? Rocket launcher? Paris, no! You alright? Excellent. Rocket to punch! God damn it, Ferrets. Got a dentist a couple hours and decide if you want to go trivia. Fair enough. Feel well, we have to take another Benadryl soon, which makes it feel like driving won't be ideal. Alright. Rocket to punch! Who gives a turret the ability to confuse? God damn it. Can we stop attacking Faris, please? You leaning towards not going? Excellent. It means we can hang out. Like we've not hung out in forever. What bow does Faris have equipped? Oh, the lightning bow, excellent. I don't think Gluff hates Faris. Because she doesn't have high enough white magic, of course. Really? Really? I appreciate how quick it is to restart fights in this game. Fucking bastards. Well, at least he already can cast Thunderblade. This rocket punch is pissing me off. Really? That didn't fix it? Anyway. Yo, dude, there's a Native American living at my home, so I need to sleep here. Let's go! Alright, let's do this again. Hopefully the next one doesn't have a confusion attack. Nope, same one. I hate you people so much. Okay, can we stop? Can we stop this? I like Final Fantasy V, but my god, Final Fantasy V is so full of status effects I hate. I'm not talking about Confuse specifically, because, like, what RPG doesn't have Confuse? Varys, you piece of shit. Why are you two celebrating? You didn't help. Yeah, it's mostly sap. I hate that Final Fantasy V has sap. This is why I parked right next to this town. Because it has a free in. And old, ugh. It's like, do we really need that along with, like, Minnie and Toad? Plus, doesn't 5 still have Zombie as well? Alright, here we go. Those we find it not bother you much in this game? Good. It is, as you may recall, my most hated status effect in Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, well, these fights go when you're not being bombarded with confusion. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. I hate confusion so much, there's a quote specifically attributed to it. I hope it's not Tiamat. I hope Tiamat isn't in there. Oh my god. Look at the size of it. It puts mine to shame. Well, bye. No, not back in the sky. At some point, I'll need to do the 4 Berserkers thing. Yeah, Berserk, but you can't be healed by normal methods, which makes it so much worse. And it's like, you still take damage from attacks, but then you also take damage from healing, and it's like, cool, what am I doing? I hate it as a concept. I still hate it as a concept. Oh my god, it's a penis. Protect. Protect. Enemies attack the zombie and not when you revive cards. Yeah. In a pinch, in a bind, in a German brothel. Joke's on you. Oh my god. Okay, it's okay. They're just doing gravity damage. In a pinch, close is what you wanted. Nice. Safety lock disengaged. Pressure is rising. You weren't supposed to hit them both, Galuf. You stop your gravity missiles. Last stand? Really? Last stand? I feel like the lack of control makes that not highly viable. Okay, so... I think everybody has been hit with old. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, is it? Is it? One character left, the other 3 zombies trying to heal them. You use a turn, you could heal them. Yeah, you could kill the enemy. But if your last character goes down, that's game over, though. Why did they just die? We're hit with sap. We're gonna die. Okay, cool. It's big damage that hits everybody. Alright, I can deal with that. Not the first time. It's big damage that hits everybody, and inflict sap. I hate it. There's always the chance it'll work. I don't like leaving that kind of thing for such a thin line, though. Why would you miss Ferrets? Well, this is probably game over. We're doing this again. Yeah, I know it. I get what you mean. Last-ditch effort and everything. I don't like it. But I know exactly what you mean, and it's something I have tried in the past. In that kind of thing. Alright, we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna fucking break this thing. I'll take the gravity damage. Oh, berserkers. Hmm. Honestly, you know what? I would be tempted if it was one enemy. If it was one target. Right now, I want to let it keep doing this. No, I'm not happy about any of that. But we'll see how this goes. Let's get him ready. Boy. Wow, I hate old. That was a Cura. And, like, I don't care that I targeted everybody. That was a Cura, and it did less than 100 healing. Here we go again. Come on, give me what I'm after. Die. I need all to just fuck off. Come on. Well, that's probably everybody except Chrono dead. Yep. Because we can't get any decent damage or healing done while we're old. It really is. So the clear goal is you have to take out the launchers first. Like, okay. What a fucking god if this works. We're moving on. We're moving on from that. Hey, Panda. Everybody's going back to what they were doing before. Oh, we had Mystic Knight with white magic. You were a ninja with white magic. You're a red mage with Find Passages? Do time magic. Time magic you can have. And you are a ranger with white magic. That's Final Fantasy V for you, really, more than anything else. Is it stupid? Yes. Did it work? Yes. Excellent. Thank you, Panda. Yeah, so I just gave them all barehanded. And just, like, put it on auto battle. You can't control the Berserker anyway. Alright, back to the sky. How you doing, Panda? I'm going in. I hope I don't find Tiamat up here. Oh, it's a wall. Kill them. Kill them now. I appreciate that time magic is labelled separately in its own category. And I don't have to scroll through red magic to find it. These guys seem to have a good amount of health and defense. So, let's check out what they're weak to. Bastards. It's probably physical, they're just strong against physical. Go off, heal yourself. Yeah, so how you doing, Panda? Good. Red magic level 2. Nice. Put Faris back in the back row. Yeah, I currently have Spellblade level 3, don't I? Because I'm at level 3 with this. I don't have any black magic higher than that. So at the minute, more levels are unnecessary. Is there something else I could get some use out of like this? I feel like Spellblade as an ability would go well with Knight. Is it worth leveling up Knight some more? Let's level up Knight some more. Because then we can keep the Coral Sword, which can be enchanted. A mage? Kill him. Alright, shoot him. Good. Kill the old man. Wonderful. I feel like if you've got the time to experiment, Final Fantasy V is like one of the best games you can, one of the best RPGs you can play. Show me these. Lightning, wonderful. Shoot them. Look at that damage. Beautiful. Love it. That could be better. God damn it. There is just a simple joy to playing these classic RPGs when they're just, like, really good, I think. What was I playing a while ago? I feel like I was playing another old RPG that was, like, really fucking good. And it was just a joy to experience. And I can't remember what it was. How'd you all keep missing the muscle men? Yeah, I feel like there's a minor stigma to going back to older RPGs, with the knowledge that they tended to pad themselves a little with grinding. Yeah, that's fine. But, like, some of them are just really good. Golden armor. Golden armor? Stop giving me the flame bow. Really? Alright. Want these fuckers gone. How do you keep missing the muscle man? I'll tell you what, I've been wanting to play that. I've heard it's really good. They're all oiled up. What do you mean it just slips off with stabbing them? Yeah, so what I've been wanting to play that I've heard is really good. Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals. Why are we dealing with this? Ooh. No wonder they cost so much. I'm still not gonna buy them because they cost so much. But like, ooh. Impressive. Yeah, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals. I've heard it's really good, like, an underappreciated gem on Super Nintendo. What is this? 6 exits from this room. Right. The fuck is that? Hmm. Right, that's what we're looking for. I knew we'd be looking for a specific spot that doesn't have the grass around it. I'd missed the corner. Didn't notice it. Motherfucker's using White Wind. I don't appreciate that. Awesome. I wonder what the Ranger level 3 ability is. Kill it. So I have the mobile version of this, and I didn't play it past. I feel like I know I'd gotten to the engine room in Karnak. So I had played it for at least a few hours, but I didn't play it much further than that. And while the mobile version's ugly as fuck, I think this is a good game to like pick up, put down in spurts. Because you can just do bits here and there of grinding, leveling, and having fun with the battle system. Where am I going? Definitely appreciate the auto battle system. Dark bow. It has a higher attack. Sometimes blinds enemies, alright. If it's not a specific element, I'll definitely take that. Elemental affinities can be great, but then you meet something that absorbs something, and it's like, well, now this is a liability. Oh, shit, snake women. Good. It's good that we killed her before she could do anything. You know why it's good we killed her before she could do anything, Clem? There are so many doors here. Exactly, because she charms. Because she's a charming motherfucker, and I would absolutely invite her to dinner. And that's not what we need right now. It's kind of wild how monsters that had appeared in so many Final Fantasy games for so long just then never made a real appearance in 3D. Because, like, the Lamia been in games since at least Final Fantasy II. Final Fantasy II has the Lamia Queen, who replaces... what's her name? The Princess. She replaces the Princess at one point. And you have to fight her. But I don't think they ever had her in 3D. Unless you count Crystal Chronicles, I think the second boss, his wife, was a Lamia. Final Fantasy IX. You know, you said it, Clem, and I'm pretty sure you are right. Oh no, back attack. Now she'll charm me from behind. Oh no. I'm gonna miss so much here, I can feel it. Okay, so to get to the treasure room, I need to go through that one there. And we'll work out what it is. Alright, while this is running, what's the specific? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, cave area. Is that the cave where you first meet Lani? Okay, so I need to go through that one there. Right, okay. Star Games in 11, yeah. I don't recall if they appeared in 14. Join Clem and I as we discuss the appearances of sexy monster ladies in video games. There's an olive branch that I will extend to Clem for his desire to have sex with women made of flies. I will admit that snake women are hot. Gizmaluke's Grotto, really? Luke's Grotto. Right, no, it's way earlier, isn't it? Man, am I due a replay of Final Fantasy IX? And I will also admit that under certain circumstances, spider women can be hot. As far as I'm willing to go on, like, bug women. Women made of bugs, or part bug. And, like, don't give me the bullshit that spiders aren't bugs, because I don't care. You see, Quelaag, I would say no to, mostly because the spider portion is hairy. There we go. Now we can finally do two-handed. Distinction that isn't necessary. Oh, you mean... Oh, I thought you meant the hairy bit. Are you behind, Clem? Am I behind? I need to heal. Bugs and insects are different. Spiders and arachnid. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, I don't care. You're being pedantic. It's like saying fucking... Frankenstein was the name of the doctor, not the monster. It's like, yeah, I know, thanks. But given that the monster was created to be his son, in some such, and it's not uncommon for creations to take the name of their creators, calling him Frankenstein is an appropriate shorthand. Fuck my deck. Ooh. Ooh, a second one. No! Where am I now? It's better, it causes enemies to age, it can be enchanted. That's what I want. No. Put a second Moonring Blade on there. And then... we move Lena to the back row. Well. Somehow I feel like aging one of those toads isn't going to do much. Anyway, what we were saying? Sexy monster women. Oh no. You don't age baby dragon, then it becomes 1,000-year dragon. Oh no, she's old now. There we go, my monster. Our armlet. Is that good for me? What have I got here? Lowers magic defense, but it's better for the weight. Yeah, put it on her. I take his life points for massive damage. Hey, Joey. Hey, Earth to Joey. Hey, are you in there? It's your move. Sorry, Hugh. Doing this Brooklyn accent makes it difficult to concentrate on children's card games. I know what you mean. My voice is pretty crazy, too. Brooklyn Rage. Brooklyn Rage. Man, think about how long ago all of that was, like, at the height of its popularity. I was still in college. I haven't been in college for at least 3 years. Right. I think it's wild to think about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is... Oh, like, maybe not the manga, I don't really know, but the card game is owned by Konami. At some point, they made Castlevania reference cards. Like, cards that specifically reference Castlevania. Man, I used to love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The only card game I ever really got into. But, you know, as with all things, it was ruined by people who take it too seriously. Just want to have fun. Right, so let's stop off at the save point again. Wait a minute, go back down, go back down. Okay, so to get there, there's stairs there. Where does that connect? There? I was really happy that Final Fantasy IX brought back the whole thing of using a tent at a save point. Has a tent appear on the save point. Like, it's such a cool little detail, and I love that they do it in 9. A Gaidra? You know, I don't think you should be allowed to reflect weapon magic. I think that's kind of bullshit. Why is the Coral Sword healing him? What? Why is Reflect able to deflect friggin' Libra? Awful. Awful idea. Hate this. I feel like Reflect here is absolutely just nonsense. This is not appropriate. I don't like this enemy. I'm very unhappy here. I'm gonna reload back to that save point I just had. Terrible. I don't like that. Lem, I don't like that. You know that monster's designed to be a problem as well. The way that it's just naturally encountered with Reflect and how much Reflect is reflecting. I don't think I've ever seen more bullshit Reflect than that. Like, it's one thing to reflect magic, it's another thing to reflect scan magic for one, and weapon effects. Like, what? Oh, that wasn't worth it. Oh no, she's hot. I was with you guys the whole time. It's so stupid. It's like, hey, this hot snake woman said she'd give me a kiss if I attacked you. And then they kill her, and it's like, I was with you guys the whole time. King Tycoon, is it really you? Here we go. You're right, Clem. It is. Tell me what you're weak to. Wind. Great. Could have two-handed this. Alright, let's do this. That's not a lot of damage. Yeah, let's try this. There we go. It can change its weakness at will. Cool, just throw a shuriken at it. Maybe dead by now? I thought it only had like 1600 health. Did I misread that? Alright, let's look properly. Wait, 3. No, 1600. Why? What's going on with this? Okay. That doesn't make any sense. The wolf definitely didn't attack it enough for it to do anything like that. Alright. Let's check what it's weak to now. Alright, just keep hitting them. Oh no, I'm blind. Hmm. Okay, is third time gonna be the charm? We're gonna do one more? No? Coward. Boy, King Tycoon, you're certainly sounding evil today. Oh my god, it's Krillin. Who let a little girl drive a meteorite? Good old Krillin. Cool, should we do something about King Tycoon? Chrono looks so done with this. Sarissa? And the crystal is saved. Well, shit. Exdeath. Looks kind of underwhelming. Quick, Farris, shoot him. See, if we just picked up the shards, this would probably stop. samurai, dragoon, dancer, chemist. Oh, you got everything you wanted out of here. We should save at least one of those Lamias. No? Okay. Punch it, Ferris. Now, this doesn't land on top of a village. Excellent, you just fell back down where it raised from. Where it rose from? Rose from. Look, what are you standing out there? The Dawn Warriors. That's cool. The crystal said we're all light warriors. Cool, so we're going, right? The power of Earth. The power of Earth. That's right, we're all warriors of light. That's right, Sid's a smart guy, he'll probably figure something out. Anyway, let's land like I was intending to. Level 3 knight. Hey, Danny. I don't have any spears? That's not good. Oh, I'm fully healed. Alright. Let's go see Sid. No. So here we get to one of the things that I've spoken about before, about how classic Final Fantasies have this thing of you explore the main worlds so fast a lot of the time that all of them lead to second and sometimes third worlds. Just because you go through them all so fast. And so here we are getting ready to go to the second world. Dangerous, gonna put it back. That means they're already at a meter, right? Alright, let's go. Like, is it a bad thing that they go through multiple worlds? I wouldn't say so. But I think the fact that they did it in so many of the games is kind of indicative that they needed to find a way to try and make the worlds last longer. And I think 6 did that fairly well. And then 7 did it much better. Alright. Well, we have an ad about to run. So we'll run this ad, and then we'll come back and see about travelling to the other world.
Humans.
That's right. We'll be right back. And we're back.
I'm the light bringer. I'm the fucking universe.
Thank you, Clem. Let's go to the other world. It awaits us. Oh, hello. Sid, Mid, what are you guys doing here? That's right. Another world awaits me. First, we have to gather materials from the weapon. What? Alright. Which meteorite are we intending? Because, like, there's multiple meteorites, guys. I'll assume we're talking about the waltz meteorite. I have arrived at the waltz meteorite. Hello, who are you? Oh, there we go. I was wondering why they even needed me to be here. Well, that seems concerning. What have we got? 22, 1500. No specific way. God damn it. It's Spellblade for a reason. Well, I don't like that. Them, those aren't bombs, they're Eurobolos. Why would a critical attack? Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Well, why would a critical attack do less damage than a regular attack? Oh, I hate this, damn. Alright. Nope. Wow, that was fucking dumb. Right, if you're not going to be weak to anything, I don't even know why I still have Spellblade equipped. Also, can I change this on the menu? so that whenever I back out, it doesn't put me back at items. See, what it doesn't tell you is that it has blue magic that you can learn. Right. Here's hoping I don't hate that.
Memories broken, the truth goes unspoken. I'm vivid, forgotten my name. I don't know the season or what is the reason I'm standing here holding my blade.
Do I want a trick? Gold, man. I'm gonna assume they're scripted. So they can't self-destruct if there's less than a certain number of them. Not that it matters. You know, yeah, go for it, Clem. This is stupid. I am still absolutely having two-handed on, though. See, I don't like that. I don't like how... if I don't have that on there, I'm not going to... like, it's gonna jump back right to the top. Samurai Guild Toss? I don't like that. How many spears? No. Of course you don't. Why would you? Garbage. We'll have my party of dragoons. I don't know that I even have any katanas. I have one. No, I mean for the samurai class. Alright. Like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, let's play as a samurai and have a knife. The entire reason why nobody's a dragoon yet, I haven't got any lances. How much did that just cost me, though? So that's 1,000 per. I don't like that. I'll deal with it. Like, I'll absolutely deal with it. Fuck that boss fight. Oh no, you misunderstand, Clem. I would not have used items. Where was the next one? Karnak, right? North. Here. There we go. Yeah, I was like, ugh. Alright. That's not a monster, that's a big man. And I don't have float. Yeah, it's just some big naked man with his dick out. It's like, hey, big naked man, would you mind if I take this thing here? Like, yeah, of course he minds. This is now his home. Also, stop looking at his dick. God damn it. I guess Lana was too busy staring at his dick. Like, guys, you know men aren't monsters just because they're buff and naked, right? Alright. Let's take Lana. They're nerds. It's a shame they're not the fun kind of nerds that are, like, super into buff dudes. Big, strong, naked guy, and they think it's a monster. I hope this is one of the games that revives you when you go to an inn. It is awesome. I forget which ones do and don't. I think Final Fantasy 1 doesn't, and like it's stupid and I hate it. So I don't know where Krilla's meteorite landed. Presumably it landed in the ruins, because she was just immediately in there. Alright, let's check. There's a rock. Awesome. I don't know, they've been in there for like 10 seconds, guys. Guys, that's not even a sexy woman. What are you doing? Curious that they decided, it's like, hey, you know what, Chimera is traditionally... Yeah, I don't like this cursor memory. It's like, you know how a Chimera is traditionally 3 animals? What if we added a dragon? Yeah, I don't like cursor memory. Like, it shouldn't still be on white magic when the last thing I picked is white magic. But it shouldn't be a compromise between having that and like not having the menu spring back up to the top when I exit a menu item. Like, it shouldn't be a compromise for that. This is a game that came out in 2021. Thank you, Clem. I feel like you've just chosen an arbitrary place for them to cross over. Take care, Clem. Goodbye. Have a sound alert.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Well, hopefully you'll get out before the timer runs out, Clem. Take care, Clem. Like, I feel like you'd make a set of lines between them, and then you'd find the middle point of it. I feel like just pointing to the opposites from this direction. It's the same idea, I guess. It just doesn't look as good. It looks stupider. Alright. Alright, let's go head back to Licks one more time. Licks my balls. Alright. Do these guys sell spears? They probably don't, but we should double check just before we go. Why can I not increase that by, like, factors of 10? Yeah, so, like, I'm on abilities, I quit out of it, jumps back to the top. It shouldn't do that. It shouldn't be a one or the other situation. This is a game that came out in 2021. I'm not playing the original version from the fucking Super Nintendo, and here's a fun fact. Final Fantasy VI on the Super Nintendo didn't do that either. It's really fucking annoying. And why can't I buy in multiples of 10? Why does it feel like the menu design for this is worse than games that came out 20 years before it? Why do I have 24 lightning scrolls? Alright. Let's go before I get mad at the goddamn menus. The point where they meet. Here. No, take the airship in. Here we go. Pew. Pew. Still think we should have tried, like, flying the airship into it. Here we are. A whole new world. We're trapped on an island. It just grabbed them both and they didn't try to fight it. Oh, that was kind of stupid. Ah, well. Exdeath. It's a big bridge. Can't look in the sky, we're in a cell. And the introduction of everybody's favourite character from the series. Yeah, do it, Gullah. That is a big bridge. I'm in. Now, I guess Red Mage will have to do. Alright. Let's go. Well, I guess I'm going this way. Oh boy. Very good. Gilgamesh. A dangerous opponent. The party's back together. Let's go. Let's rearrange the party. There we go. I don't like it when they change things like that. Really, why? They're locked up as well. Alright, back to the save point and the heal point. Alright, let's rock this joint. Well, bye. Delightfully devilfish Seymour. Now it's time. Gilgamesh. Everybody knows Battle on the Big Bridge. You don't even have to have played Final Fantasy V to know Battle on the Big Bridge. Kind of become Gilgamesh's de facto theme in all of his reappearances. This is why Gilgamesh is such a well-liked character. Because he's such a dick. It's like, hey, wait, don't attack me. And he's there like, oh no, I made a mistake. Don't attack me. Haste. Fighting all four of you was definitely a bad idea. Protect. Like a massive dick. And it's just funny. Why? What would be the value of silencing allies and enemies? Hmm. So within the space of like 20 minutes, Gilgamesh has established himself as like a standout character. Neo Garula? The Lost World has its own version of Garula? Run! Well, this just went from bad to worse. Hopefully we're still together. There we are. Excellent. Wonderful. Look how far it's knocked us. Didn't even have the decency to heal us either. And Ferris's bow is doing some great damage around here. Hello. What new magics do you have? Shell, yes. Blink can wait, honestly. See what else there is. And what do you have over here? Turns back time to the beginning of the battle. Maybe I should do some money grinding for all of this. That's the value of magic. Once you have it, it's there. Yeah, I'll buy one of these. Sleep Blade, yeah, I'll have one of those. I'll take an Orichalcum Dirk. Change Chrono into a Dragoon. It's very important that he has... Oh, you can't two-hand spears. That's pointless there. Yeah, do white magic. It's very important he has a spear. Everybody else can stay as they are. There we go. Nope. What kind of pub is this without a piano? A Moogle? Oh, thank you. I mean, did you need to sneak off in the middle of the night to try the drink? Oh, bye. Did that actually count as a rest, though? Good. I mean, I know the area around town's crawling with monsters. I came from outside. And now I'm going back. Jump! Oh, Lena's equipped with physical items now. I should move Lena into the front row. Didn't even think about it. Word of advice, ignore the castle. We should go in the castle so you can understand why you should ignore it. Alright. Steel Dragon. There you go, that's one hit. So yeah, just don't go in the castle. Absolutely save it for later. You know what? No specific weaknesses, of course not. Heaven forbid something that attacks you in groups of 5 be weak to something. Really? Don't like you fuckers. You know, I was just thinking to myself how every now and then in Final Fantasy games they have a space on the world map where you have to go through one specific square. And it usually means something. Oogles. Here we go. I think this might have been a bad idea. Moogle eaters. Ugh. Yeah, every other time I've pressed left, it's targeted the entire group, so why didn't it do it that time? Alright, very good. Alright. Again. Level 1 Dragoon. Alright, we have an ad coming up. So we might as well run it. Yeah, pretty much. We'll be right back. And we're back.
I can't wait till we're teenagers. Then we'll be happy.
More crabs. So I was saying earlier, and like I stand by it. Oh, Gallup's dead. There's a simple joy to just playing through one of these old RPGs. Like when they're just really good games. Like they're visually appealing. The gameplay is really enjoyable. The music's really good. There's a simplicity to the idea that isn't overburdened by a lot of the complexities that came later in game design. And it can be really fun just doing that. I came all this way for a Phoenix down. Oh, okay. Attack you. Attack you. Attack you. And then just physical attacks. It's like the joy I learned to appreciate with dungeon crawlers, like first-person dungeon crawlers. Where it's just about like the exploration of the dungeon and how like the simple appeal of it can be really nice. A Moogle. And Final Fantasy V Moogles look chunky. Dinosaur skeleton. Ah, very good. Oh no. Right, and a quick heal on everybody. And will this work? Sometimes it doesn't. Like, sometimes using revive magic on undead enemies just doesn't do anything. You've always got to test it out. It's like, oh, I'm up against an undead enemy. Should I throw my strongest healing magic at it? No. Use your weakest healing magic. Just in case it actually heals it. Man, this is like looking at Gen 1 Pikachu back when Pikachu was chunky. I feel like the reason why modern Final Fantasies aren't as well appreciated is because they don't have Moogles. Alright. And you can argue, but like, what about Rebirth? Rebirth had Moogles. Yeah, Rebirth had the ugliest fucking Moogles I've ever seen. That was garbage. That was the worst game I've ever played. Sandcrawler. Where are the Jawas? Oh, fuck you. That's probably why the Moogle didn't walk across the desert. I'm gonna kill this thing and it's gonna be like no experience. I know it. Die. Now, come on, don't be a dick, die. Alright. Didn't have to be this way. $15,000 hit points. Yeah, you know what? I understand why the Moogle walked across the forest. Stop doing that. Like, I really don't appreciate it. This is why we can't be friends, Sandcrawler. I'll tell you one thing as well that came from later Final Fantasies that I wish this did. Is like once you've scanned it, just like keep its health visible for me. Final Fantasy VII did that and it was great. Like once you use sense on an enemy, the health remained visible. Final Fantasy VIII didn't do that afterwards, and I didn't like that. I thought it was stupid. It was a downgrade. Yeah, that's not worth it. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hmm. I think it's telling us to keep whatever we find in these chests, and then we take something and it attacks us, and it turns out it was absolutely not telling us to do that. Why did you just have 10,000 gil in one of these chests? Oh, thank you. Hmm. Well, I mean, we could probably wait in the Moogle village until the Windrake has rested. I don't think we desperately need to leave yet. Should we let the Windrake rest at all? No? Alright. Hope this thing doesn't die of exhaustion before we get back. Goodbye, Moogles. Oh, we made it. The wolf is a king? Anyway. Well, we've got money now. If we could get back to that village. Teleport is time magic. Yeah, we could have rested. There was no need for us to dash back to the castle. North of the castle. Quelb. Quelb. Who wrote these names? Alright, let's go. North of the castle, just past Quelb. We're not fully rested. Locked from the inside. Alright. Is there a place I can rest in here, I wonder? Oh, there is. You're charging the king 50 gil to rest in his own castle? Man, I wish this were cheaper. Okay, start with the magic. So nothing new here. Final Fantasy V is a game like... What was it? I was playing it not that long ago. There's another RPG where I don't sell any of my equipment because something changes regularly enough that having the old equipment is still worth having it there. Yeah, what does the angel robe do? Negates poison. What was it? What am I thinking of? Sure, it's something I've streamed as well. Like, I don't sell equipment so that it can go into other characters. I can't think what it is. But regardless, that's why I don't sell any of the equipment we've got here, because it could go onto another class. Alright, let's go. Yes. This guy wasn't so tough. What the hell was that? Is that what the dancing Dirk did? I'm not sure that's entirely worth it. What good is the 51 attack if the attack it does is random? Alright, going north. Squelb? Mm-hmm. The Dawn Warriors? Alright. Let's do this. I mean, he wanted to fight. And now we learn the truth about Dorgan. Which you could see if you paid attention during the flashback that Guluf has earlier. And it's another reason why I'm like, there's a lot of coincidences in this game in regards to character relations. Enough so that you could argue the idea, the specific intent behind it, was that these characters are all bound by fate. Alright. Let's go! Oh, right. If I had anybody, like, become a bard, that could be useful. It's nice of them, though. Like, not just the song, but, like, praying for my return. What an odd fellow. No new magic at all. Good. So that means I have level 4 white magic, level 4 black magic, and level 4 time magic. Missing 2 things here. Don't know what they could be, though. Maybe I should do a lot of money grinding. Oh, there it is. There's gotta be Drake and Vale. Red magic level 3! Which is great, because that means I can equip Golof with red magic level 3 then. Oh, look at that. 999 points to level up the next one. That's probably going to be the last level for Red Mage. So we should absolutely switch him to something else. Yeah, let's go Samurai. See where we get with that. And we can have red magic level 3. Now let's see what Samurai can do. Not bad damage. The real question is, like, what abilities does Samurai have that make it valuable? Where's everybody else at with Red Mage? Level 1. Level 1. 3. Level 1, yeah. Bit of off-screen grinding for level 3 Red Mage would not be a bad idea. The value it has, just generally. Like, until you need, higher level black or white magic, it absolutely holds its own. God damn. Well, how many ability points are we generally getting per battle here? So we were having this discussion with Clem a little bit. I think maybe in the first session of this, about the need for grinding in this game. And, like, if you know what you're doing, you can absolutely get by without doing any grinding. But I think this is a good game for grinding. Because you're always working towards a specific goal. Whereas I think grinding's at its worst when you're just going for levels, and the value of the levels are just incremental increases in stats. Ability grinding, I think, is a lot more preferable. I didn't look how many ability points we get per that. One. Yeah, of course it is. Money grinding. Head back, check the store, and work out exactly how much cash I want. I like to grind with a goal. Calculator. So I want that. A poison rod could be of use. Let's grab that. Okay, so to get everything I want from this village would cost me 48,900 gil. So I'd be grinding for, like, close to 50,000 gil. Not the worst idea. And all of it will be useful later as well. So it's the value of not selling equipment in a game like this. That said, all that really gets me is equipment for these 4 jobs that I have right now. Doesn't take into account if I decide to change them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick nap. And then we'll just head up the mountain. We'll get money as we go up there. That wolf gonna leave the room while we sleep? I guess not. Oh, thank you. Very kind. Okay, so I didn't need to sleep in the bed then. And this will just happen again. I didn't need to spend 60 gil to sleep in the bed. Wonder if he'd just keep giving me 8 potions every time I did that. Because I have max potions, I can't have any more right now. We have 15 minutes until the next ad. I don't really want to run another ad. So I think what we'll do is we will call it here. And return with more Final Fantasy V next time. Next time, baby.
Failure.
No. Try again.
Oh no!
Yeah. Final Fantasy V is just fun to play. I feel like people get too caught up in the whole, oh, it doesn't have as deep a story as Final Fantasy 4 or 6. The characters aren't as engaging. As like, you're really missing the point with Final Fantasy V that the entire point of the game is the gameplay. The story and characters aren't bad, they're fun, they're light-hearted, they go through tragedy. There's already been several deaths. But like, while the story may not be as deep as 4 or 6, I think the story is fine on its own. And like, we'll see more of it as it comes. I think it has some really great characters. There's a reason, like, one of the most popular characters in the franchise started here with Gilgamesh. Because like, when Gilgamesh turns up in other games, he's mostly just the same character. Because he's the same character. It's not just, oh, there's another character called Gilgamesh, like there's another Cid. No, Gilgamesh appears in other games. We'll get to why as we go further. Like, is it a spoil that Gilgamesh appears in other games? Not really at this point. It's a widely known fact. We streamed Final Fantasy VIII previously where Gilgamesh appeared. Which was the first time Gilgamesh reappeared. Gilgamesh was also in Final Fantasy IX, though we didn't follow the quest line that has him identify himself. But he's in 9. ultimately, like, when I stand by what I said when we began this game. Like, some people will say Final Fantasy V is overrated. Some people will say Final Fantasy V isn't as good as 4 or 6. Some people will tell you Final Fantasy V is the best game in the series. I'm not going to tell you any of that. I'm just going to tell you Final Fantasy V is absolutely worth your time. It is really fun. And that's what matters. It's like, let's take a quick look at this. Like, these are the jobs we have now. And we're pretty much there. Like, all of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 jobs. Plus freelancer. And that's the value of Final Fantasy V's battle system. Every one of these has their own purpose, their own use, and you can ignore some of them. I don't intend to ever use Dancer. I don't expect to use Chemist or Beastmaster. I have no interest in touching Blue Mage, but they're all viable in some way. And it's the value of Final Fantasy V. It's what makes it such a great game to replay. And it's a real shame this game did not see a Western release until the PS1 release. Because if this had been a game we could have all grown up with, I think this would probably be like the favourites. One of our favourites to go through again and again and again, doing different things all the time. Because the amount of customization available through the mix of 20 jobs. Because it's 20 to the power of 4, I think, would be the mathematical equation. Like, once you get all of them, which leads to, like, an absurd number of possible combinations. And there's so much you can do with that. The level of customization is so much further beyond, like, 6, where everybody will just end up doing everything, and mixing and matching the party members with their unique skills by the end of the game doesn't really matter. Or 7, where everybody can do everything thanks to the materia system, and you can do some interesting things with the materia system, but you're probably not going to. It's like the level of possibilities here is the real value of playing this, and it's a lot of fun, and we're going to keep going with it. It's like, there's a reason why this is the next Final Fantasy I wanted to do after all the others we've done. Really, I should have done it sooner. But there's always the fear in my mind with stuff with, like, customization like this. Whereas, like, what if I fuck it up? Like, it's one of my biggest fears going back to doing something like Shin Megami Tensei 1, where you can allocate every individual stat point on your entire party. And I'm like, what if I fuck it up, though? Like, I'm probably not going to, because I'm not actually an idiot. And I am good at these games. But, like, what if I do, though? But here we are, we're playing it, and honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. And we'll return with more. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Klim. Danny showed up a little bit. Panda. And I believe that was everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and keeping company. Chat is always the best part of the stream. The Year of RPGs will continue with Final Fantasy V. We will be playing this to completion. Daylight Shooting Time currently is Half-Life, the original Half-Life, played on PC. The 25th anniversary release, not the original release without patch. I don't even know how you could play the original release without patches now. Like, I don't know how you would have access to it without, like, having a disc. And like, having an old machine, I guess, because, like, the disc probably wouldn't work on modern systems, even if you had a disk drive. But like Half-Life on PC and Superhero Sundays, I believe Season 1 will conclude next Sunday with Batman for the NES, developed by Sunsoft. Which is very Ninja Gaiden-esque. And I expect it to be the hardest platformer I have played since Castlevania 3. It should be fun. Let's have one more sound alert for everybody. I think that was the first one that played this session. And that's pretty much it. I'm looking at these now like, okay, 48 more points for level 4 of Night. 45 there, 44, 20. And I'm thinking to myself, like, do I want to do some off-stream grinding for all of these? I don't need it, but, like, I want to. Anyway, that is going to do it for us for today. So, there's not really anything else to say, except thank you all for watching, have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.